Alright, so we've had a few streams, and I was wanting to get things set up before I came back and did another one of these, and well, everything kept changing. So if anybody needs actual tutorials on how to do this or wants me to explain it a little bit more thorough, let me know. We're kind of in the middle of everything here. We've got our fractionation unit, and it is running, making us our jet fuel. I'm not sure why it's not running at the moment, but it was when I logged off a few minutes ago. It's got everything it needs, and it's still got time to run, and it's got room to put it. I'm not sure why it's not running, but we got the pulse jet furnace made, and we were powering it off of 4 performance engines fueled with ethanol and blaze powder. And we had to use that same setup for the blast furnace. Let me look here. There's a few things that we had to make that was special. Okay, so the blast furnace or the pulse jet was fine. It was we had to make spring steel, which takes coal coke, which has to be this one as far as I know, so you have to put coal in the blast furnace. And then that which HLS steel makes the spring steel, and we needed that to make tungsten alloy with sintered tungsten and obsidian, which we needed the performance engines on the blast furnace to make that. We needed that so we could make the gears to make the diamond gears, because we needed diamond gears to take the power to turn on the pulse jet, because it has to have a lot of speed. We couldn't do it directly, where with this we didn't need all that speed. So we ended up making the micro turbine, which for the micro turbine we needed the high temperature combustor and aluminum alloy ingots. Now for some reason the aluminum alloy does not give you a recipe for this aluminum powder. It only says you can make it in the synthetic chemical synthesis machine, but it's actually from redstone in the extractor. So you get it right here as a byproduct from running redstone. So we had to do that as well. And then we could make this, the inductive ingots come out of the pulse jet. That's what we needed that for. I did blow it up once, that's why this is all messed up and there's a death marker, because somebody had said, well, make sure you put water around it, it'll catch things on fire, and then I forgot that I actually needed the water inside of it, and well, that blew it up. So we got all of that stuff made. Now what we're attempting to do is make the sintered tungsten, so we're using 2 micro turbines for that. We're trying to get to the bedrock breaker, but I want the big turbine for that one. And I also need to get slime balls, so I'm gonna have to do some work finding some slimes. We also upgraded the grinder for sugar cane to sugar to a gasoline engine, and it has been automated into it so Junior can have sugar faster. You'll also notice that we have terminals with all of our stuff in it. There's one, I think, down in Shadow's room. I have one. There's one here in the hallway. There's some decoration that's been done. And then Junior has his over here in his area. He's redone his area. He has also gotten to making lithium in a second one of these evaporation things. So there is his lithium, which that he needed for this induction matrix to hold power. As you can see, he has ass tons of. We've got all kinds of ores from the digital miner. Junior also started making rocket fuel. So you'll see rocket fuel there. And he has these combustion generators that are burning it. He's making them over here. So this is where he's making the hooch, which is potatoes and sugar. But he's out of potatoes at the moment. We're fixing that next stream. That's making the hooch. And then the hooch comes over here with some gunpowder, and that makes his rocket fuel. And he's supposed to be starting on some mob stuff next time, hopefully. But he's been busy down here messing with auto crafting with AE2 and annoying the ever-living piss out of Bear with it. And over here, Crazy's new room, where she's doing IC2 stuff. She went and played with Equestrian and got all of her blocks. And she has all of her basic machines here. Today she basically worked on turning plant stuff into biogas. And she's using that to just keep going around, which I am pulling her coil out of her heat machine and putting it in her chest, because this thing will continuously take power even if it ain't doing anything, and she's going to run out of power. And I don't want her to run out of power, so while we're not here, I'm going to pull that out. And I think that's about all we've done. Other than Shadow started Minechem. You can go check out his stream. I'd like to see what he's been doing. But he's getting started on that so he can get to the first of the fusion reactors that'll probably be done. And then Junior will probably have the second, and I will have the third. And thanks to Darian for being a new patron during our last stream. And I think that's it. So let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I will see you guys at the stream, hopefully. Take it easy.